got the infamous Paul Roberts in with us today for, well, this one with Family Building Society. This is our second lender sponsor of the Mortgage Academy Day. And already so far, since the last one, I feel like you've pumped us and filled us with so much knowledge, which has been it's been great hearing about it all.
Love doing it, Michelle. It's always a pleasure.
But also since the last one, we've had new starters who come on board. There's been, changes somewhat in the industry. So it's good just knowing fine tune. And I was having to wait for Paul to come and sit down and do video with me because everyone's pounced on him with new inquiries, which is great. I was trying to sneak a picture of you actually sat in with the team, but everyone else.
You've got this thing about cameras, haven't you, Michelle?
but no. So loved listening this morning. So just in terms of a general overview of what's been discussed, mainly it's been about family, where they're sitting in the market, and also what you guys excelling at family and what you're hungry for.
Yep.
So I don't know if you want to give us a bit of an appraisal of what we've been over.
I think the key thing at the moment, Michelle, is that the market has been so, I think, tough for many advisors over the last few weeks with what's been going on in the world. And sometimes it's just getting back down to some of the basics that we do as a lender, especially from how important packages are to our relationship and your relationship as a business. And we obviously deal in very specific areas of the market. We're not a high street, we don't have the same high street presence as some of the big boys. So our smaller sort of unique nature as a building society, I often use the word specialist building society. I know we are a high street building society, but we're a specialist building society. So today we've focused on later life.
Yes.
Huge proportion of what we do as a lender. It's nearly 60% of the lending, certainly I do as an account manager. The ages that we'll go up to, whether it be capital and interest, be it interest only, what the loan to values we do, and we're right up, potentially up to 80% on interest only. And then the other big proportion of what we do is buy to let.
Yes.
So we've been concentrating on limited company.
You have, haven't you?
Semi-exclusives we'll perhaps talk about later. Standard buy to let, and then the expat market and the amount of expat business that we do and the variety of countries that we do, especially Europe. Compared to the high street, a lot of the high street lenders don't touch Europe, whereas obviously family do. And then finally we touched on the family mortgage, which is our 100% proposition, which has come back into the market, and how that can help those borrowers who perhaps don't meet the standard high street credit score, where they've not got a deposit or can't perhaps show that they're renting at this moment in time. And there are good products out there for that type of client, but our 100% is that family assistance mortgage. So it's just using family members to help them get onto the property ladder.
Well, I obviously, Andrew was sitting on the session and watching everyone, and you can see even the four main areas you were focusing on, they've not heard this for a while either. No. The lure of 100% family mortgage, for instance. You could see them listening when we're talking about ages.
Yep.
The oldest you'd enter into a mortgage with someone, given the fact that you have no max age, 89 on interest only, 90 capital interest. And you could see people. So it's just, as I say, it was really good just to capitalise on that this morning. And it is most useful, and I can see why you've had a massive influx of people shouting, Paul, because they've thought, I've heard of that.
Yep.
And quite often it's something that just a sole sourcing system it just can't sort of deal with those algorithms of what your offering is. So,
no. And sometimes you do get so engrossed in the business that you're doing, and then something will come up and you've just thought, I can't remember where to place that business. And funny enough, we were just talking about Australia as one of the countries that we will do expat buy-to-lets with, and I've forgotten you did that. So doing these refresh sessions sometimes, and especially part of the academy, and just helping us, absolutely a pleasure to just always do it.
Love that. And like you say, we've got the academy and our in-house advisors. It's also for advisors out there who, that one in every 20, 30 cases you pick up, it's just not, it's giving you an option other than just saying no, or not having the, I suppose, the confidence to sort it out. So that's where we come in, really.
And our relationship with our packaging partners, 3MC in particular, is very much that. Because we're a relatively small building society, our reach is relatively limited. We can't get to everybody. And utilising our packages and the experience that you've got in knowing what we do, to be able to pass that out for that one case here and one case there sometimes is vital.
Oh no, well it's been, as I say, most insightful. I know that everyone's taken something from it this morning. But no, thank you once again for yet another amazing session. We've got another session obviously to come this afternoon, and I'm sure everyone will be exactly the same because we've got new trainees. We had someone who only started with us just last week, so it's how insightful it's going to be for them, and certainly just levelling up with their knowledge. But Paul, thank you once again.
Thanks, Michelle.